Good afternoon, students. I hope I'm audible to you all. You may please write in the chat box if I am audible to you. Okay, thank you. So first of all, I would want you to all to turn on camera. And since this is the commencement session of professional etiquette program, so I'll be sharing certain important details with you all before we begin with this session. So for the first thing is you all need to turn on your camera. I'll explain certain important things about the professional etiquette program, about today's speaker, as well as about the Imperial School of Agribusiness. With me, our student welfare officer, Sanjana madam is also here with me, who will be managing this session and helping you out in any kind of challenges. Right now, there are some of your participants, maybe friend or classmate, those who have registered along with you, may be facing certain challenges because of the participants limit in the Zoom meeting. In that case, this meeting is also being live streamed. So the link will be shared with them since this is a live streaming. So they can attend this meeting through the YouTube live stream link. So do not worry about that as well. So first of all, very warm welcome, student. I would be wanting to asking you to turn on a camera, as I told you, because the speaker would be joining in few minutes, and we would all be wanting to make a good impression to the speaker. Just make sure your cameras are turned on so that we can begin the session in the given time. Okay, students, as we begin with, I'm just once playing the one video, giving you the introduction about the ISAB, and after that, I'll share certain important details as well regarding the session. We'll be sharing the itinerary of all the sessions with their timings so that you can plan your day beforehand and can attend these sessions timely. Okay, so I'm just playing the video, and after that, we'll brief, and the session will start with Dr. Neha Saini.
With a vision to encourage and nurture excellence in the field of food and agribusiness management, Imperial School of Agribusiness strives to give students an academically rich, culturally diverse, and a professionally fulfilling experience during their time at ISAB. ISAB believes that in order to prepare a student for the corporate and professional world, they need to be given a time at ISAB. ISAB believes that in order to prepare a student for the corporate and professional world, they need to be given a well-equipped atmosphere where they experience corporate exposure. Along with excellent academics, ISAB promotes cultural activities and events, sports and physical fitness of a student, which allows for a holistic and a healthy learning environment. Once a student begins their journey at ISAB, they are welcomed by their seniors in the annual inaugural event, Swagatam. Through such events, a harmony is created between the students, which allows active peer learning beyond the classroom. The students soon start their academic journey, where an experienced faculty from IIMs, IRMA, and Manage Alumni Group cover the syllabus for the subsequent academic cycle.
The academic culture at ISAB is so appreciable that it focuses more on application basis, which enhances our knowledge and which helps in real time. And also the top faculty are invited for teaching us, who are alumnus of Manage, IRMA, IIMs, etc.
19th December every year is celebrated as ISAB's Foundation Day, wherein students come together to honor the beginning of their institute. The institute was co-founded by ICFA Chairman Dr. M.J. Khan and ISAB Director Mr. Saurabh Kumar Pandey, who is an alumnus of IIM Ahmedabad and GBPUA&T PANTNAGAR. To inculcate and preserve a sense of belongingness and pride in their alma mater, an alumni meet is organized wherein ISAB alumni get together with the ISAB family to share their experiences of the corporate world and to motivate and guide students in the right direction. Soon after the students have settled in, the preparation for the summer internship begins. This is an exciting time for all students as it is the first time they will be entering the field. Students take charge of the drive to 100+ companies and try to secure the best internship in the companies primarily working in the agribusiness sector.
My summer internship was at WeGrow as a procurement intern. My work was to procure fruits from farm fields. As it's a field work, I learned a lot and the experience was very good. Totally, I can say that I enjoyed it a lot.
The students come together and work closely with each other, building efficient teams and making friendships and bonds that last forever. This teamwork is not only limited to academics. ISAB has 10+ clubs and cells that together drive the extracurricular, co-curricular, and academic activities in the institute. Many events are thus organized by these clubs to keep the students actively engaged and stress-free. ISAB believes that cultural, stage, performing activities, sports, and other activities that promote art are also very crucial in the holistic development of every student. Festivals and birthday celebrations are an ongoing affair and are celebrated with vigor and support from the institute. In order to further support students, they are encouraged to use facilities in the gym and take part in sports activities. Cricket matches are organized by the sports club and students take part with full enthusiasm and cheer. ISAB has a state-of-the-art modern premise with best in-class facilities and amenities. A class-apart library which has access to various magazines, e-journals, online databases, etc. A cafeteria with a variety of healthy food and snacks. Excellent well-lit classrooms with screen projection and other intelligent elements for an enhanced learning experience for management students. ISAB prepares students to be ready for the business world. That is why at ISAB, A student gets maximum industrial exposure through regular expert talks, conferences, expos, and field visits.
The ISAB provided the wonderful opportunity to get exposed to various experts from the various industries, which made us to learn and stay updated what industry is expecting from the students and academy, and which really helped me myself growing accordingly for the work culture over there in Uttar.
ISAB provided 100% final placement for 2020 to 2022 batch in companies like Dehat, UPL, PI Industry, Farmgate, Swades Foundation, Geokrishi, AgriWatch, Srinivas Farms, Absolute Food, and others. Further, 2021 to 2023 batch have been placed in Kargil, Adani Wilmar, DS Group, Kotak Mahindra Bank, DCM Shriram, ETG, Sidar Retail, Krishi Rasayan, Swades Foundation, etc. ISAB has corporate connects with over 200 companies which visit ISAB to hire for summer and final placements. The agriculture sector is booming in India, and to drive this curve upwards, the country needs young, professionally groomed and well-equipped talent that is prepared to take on such challenges in the professional world. And ISAB gives the perfect platform to individuals to start this journey. If you wish to secure a career in the field of food and agribusiness, ISAB is the right place for you.
Okay, students, so this video I've played just to make sure that you have been given the enough general information about the Imperial School of Agribusiness. Here, I would want to share certain more information regarding the professional etiquette programs, but still I would want to repeat in case any of your friend who is not able to join this because we have a maximum limit that we have exceeded. So they can join over the live stream link. So the live stream link is being shared to those students as well by our academic team. So do not worry about it. Those who have been there, they can join through the live stream like we have done it earlier as well. Now I'll take you to the professional etiquette program webpage and I'll show you certain important information there. I'll also inform you about the itinerary of the program so that you have an idea about it. So students, can you confirm me if I am properly audible to you all? You can write in the chat box first. Okay, thank you. So I'll be taking this ahead. I'm just sharing the message once into the waiting participants, those who are waiting in the waiting room, so that they better can join through the link rather than from this if they are facing any kind of issue. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just sharing you some important information about the professional etiquette program and how this was conceptualized and started. So I'll take you to the last year's professional etiquette program glimpses. So last year as well, we have done this professional etiquette program, and this was conducted in July, August. And there were sessions, around 8 sessions were conducted, part of it by very senior people like Mr. Arun Albert sir was there, and our director sir is there. Shalini Sharma ma'am has taken, Professor Sangeeta Chopra, Dr. Vijay Sardana, then Dr. M.J. Khan, Professor Neeraj Kumar, and Dr. Biren Kumar. These people have taken sessions, and of course, the topic is also being mentioned, which will give you the clarity that what kind of topics being covered and being guided to the students. Similarly, this year we will be doing the sessions, and for that there are particular itinerary which is being there. So I'll share to that. What all information which is mentioned in the poster, I'll once read it for you. So this is majorly for those students from UG third year, fourth year and pass out students. But since we have received the request from other students as well to join, so we have allowed them through the live stream. They can join the live stream link. Other than that, then what are the benefits? To the first is of course to improve your corporate communication skills, and second and the most important is to foster your professional environment and the professional behavior. So that is there, which is being mentioned, and I'll be informing you about the speakers through the itinerary rather than in this poster. So I'll take you to the itinerary document once, and that document will also be shared with you all in the chat today itself. Is this document visible? I'm now allowing students to unmute as well. I hope you guys have settled and would be utilizing the unmute feature responsibly. So do not make any kind of disturbances here. So students, I have unmuted. Can somebody confirm me if this is visible to you all, the itinerary document?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, okay, sir. Fine. So I am just sharing you certain important information here. Kindly remain muted after once you have spoken. So what all sessions that will be covered in this, so they are being mentioned. So first of all, Dr. Neha Saini, who is an alumnus of Manage and BIT Mesra, she is one of the important faculties who teaches at ISAB as well. So she will be talking about corporate behavioral aspects, that is in today's session. And Dr. Agri Tripathi session is next on 5th of July at the same time. More or less the timings are same except the one session by Dr. Shalini Sharma. So I'm just reading out the topics for you. The one is corporate behavioral aspect, and second is communication skills for professionalism, importance of professional etiquettes, body language demystified, and 5 mantras to become a true professional. And the last session by our director, sir, so that will be updated along with the timing. So these would be the 6 sessions that will be part of this year professional etiquette program, for that matter, which is being conducted. So these sessions are very important. The one thing I want to tell you all is that kindly make notes. So, like we have done Agribusiness certification program in the month of April. Some of you have joined or not, I'm not aware, but I'll tell you about it. In that, we have asked students to post their learnings as well, and if required, we may also be conducting a quiz. So definitely we have mentioned in our poster that certificate in the website as well, that you all will be receiving certificate of participation to all such participants attending all the sessions, and for that only we have made this registration process through the Zoom, so that we have the details of students who have registered and also those who have been present right now and joined. So that is one important thing I'm telling you. So please make sure that you are making notes and noting down things with the objective of imbibing the knowledge that is being shared, not just being able to hear attending the sessions but not imbibing things, because until unless you don't bring it into practice, it would not be that easy and simple for you, for that matter, to take the advantage of it. Definitely there is a side benefit of getting a certificate, you can say yes, but if you are thinking that just on the basis of attending this session you will get a certificate, and that certificate will definitely benefit you, but if you are taking these sessions seriously while attending, the knowledge will benefit you a lot more than just a certificate. So focused and sincere about that part. Now, since the faculty will be joining in 2 to 5 minutes, I would have few questions from you all. So I would want to ask if any one of you has certain expectations from these sessions, because from our side, we have cleared the agenda, we have given you the topics. So I would want to know now that any of you have any kind of expectation, or you want ki sir or ma'am, that is the objective, or that is the purpose I am attending this session. So that would be really helpful. Okay. So since I have played the video, by that time I was expecting all of you to turn on camera. Since we are now interacting, I expect you all to turn on camera, please. So I have given you unmute rights. Any one of you wants to share certain expectations from these sessions, or anything they want to say right now about the session of the professional etiquette programs, or anything, they can ask me, please. Niklesh, you have anything to ask? Any question?
सर मैं पूछ रहा हूँ
Yeah,
ये
just
season
whoever
से
is
मुझे
asking
क्या
a question, please turn on camera, and if you could just give your brief introduction, your name and from what you are studying. Yes, Mohammed Ali Raja.
Yes, sir. My name is MBA Raja. I am from Bihar. I am pursuing BTech in Agriculture Engineering. सर मैं
Okay.
पूछ रहा हूँ सर ये सेशन से मुझे क्या फायदा होंगे, और ये फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट सेशन, एंड सर कितने दिन सेशन चलेंगे?
Okay, fine. I think Ali Raja, the question you have asked, I have answered. So I'll answer it again for that matter. So if you have registered, you must have gone through the poster. It clearly says to first of all foster a professional environment and improve upon your communication skills, especially the business communication skills. That is the outcome which is being precisely written in our website as well. But I would give you certain more information about it, is that by attending these sessions, you will understand the importance of non-verbal communication as well as verbal communication in the corporate setting, how your behavior, your attitude impacts your performance, your relations in the corporate setting, as well as decides your growth. So it's not just intelligence that's matter in the corporate, but you need to also focus upon certain other aspects, which is what is being addressed in this professional etiquette program. If you largely see this professional etiquette program, that is focusing upon the soft skills. Okay, it is not talking about any hard skills like any specific tool, any SPSS, Excel or anything. We are just talking about that how to behave, how to talk, what to say, and what are the ways or the standards that are being followed. All such things will be there. How this will help you? The crowd which is joining these sessions are either of the third year or the final year students. Those who are joining this, since you are joining these sessions, you have never been into corporate setting directly working if you are studying in your graduation. In that case, it becomes a very eye-opening thing for you to understand ki, okay, these kind of sessions are there and these kind of things which are expected in the corporate setting or an environment. I hope that answers your question, Mohammed Al.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. Any other thought or anybody has any other kind of expectation, because we have the control over things and there are topics which are mentioned. If something new and which requires, we feel that that is the need, we may tweak the topics with the consent and the request with the faculty. That is why I am asking you, if you could tell us your expectations from these sessions, that would be highly helpful. Yeah, anybody else? Yes, Anmol, you have any?
Sir, my name. Yes, sir. My name is Anmol Singh from Shahjahanpur, UP. Sir, what will be objective of this session?
Yeah, I'll just share the screen and I'll tell you again about the same thing. I hope you have heard what I have said so far.
Yes, sir.
Fine, I'll repeat it again. I would want to know more such questions. If somebody has in mind, they can write in the chat box or they can ask me directly so that I can club them and can answer together.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Piyush, you can unmute and ask.
Sir, I have a question. If after I am the BSc Agriculture student from Bihar, and I have a question regarding after the BSc, if I want to try any startup or any or I want to try any MNC work in MNC company or any other company. If some if any I ask any teachers and any seniors, they firstly told us to work under any other company that gives you that gives the experience. After that, you will start any startup and any businesses. Then what should I do for regarding this?
Piyush, that is a question that comes in the most of the youth's mind, because right now one thing is going on. There is kind of an environment which has created a perception that entrepreneurship is the real thing, and if you're not doing that, are you even living up to the full of your potential? So that kind of environment is created. That's why there is so much of trend about entrepreneurship. So the first thing, whatever your seniors have said, that first taste the experience through working in any of the organization and corporate for that matter, that will definitely be helpful. So yes, right now, if you're doing your graduation, you can do any kind of, say, project based smaller size startup as well in terms of a project along with your studies, that is there, but that is on the project basis, not in the real time where a lot of money is at stake. If you want to enter into a particular sector and there you want to do a business for that matter, so well, I'll tell you the startup word or the entrepreneurship word, these are the trending words. After 10 years you may find any new words that has been coined, and then this will happen. So I'll take you to 80s. So even in the 80s, the people in India and everyone, so they wanted to just have a life of dignity where they are earning decently. Even then, there are a very I hope I'm audible now. I got muted mistakenly. Even at that time in the 80s, there was a very small lot of people as compared to today's aspirational youth. They wanted to do something from that side. At that time, the word startup was not there. So it is simply a business that you are starting at a very nascent or a small stage. In Hindi, it is called Udyam. Okay, so that is what entrepreneurship's actual Hindi meaning is. So entrepreneurship is definitely an English word, but startup is a very fashionable, trendy word that has come. There is nothing wrong into it. But the thing is, if you want to enter into, say, hotel business, so better to have the prior knowledge into of that sector for that matter. If you want to enter into an education sector or edtech sector, so you should have a prior knowledge about it. If you are having an experience in that particular sector, that is definitely helpful, no doubt about it. But that is not a thumb rule. If you are not having experience, you cannot build a successful startup. There are many people, or the you say youth, they have just done their 12th, maybe in graduation or maybe in the higher studies, they have started successful startup and running them very well. Okay, I'll give you one example. I am forgetting the name of that student. He is the grandson of the author of the Rapidex English book. I don't remember the name of that person, but the company name I remember. It is, the company name is Future Sense. So this person, what he does, he pays students to study or get trained in his company, and then it helped those candidates, those who are studying for that, he pay whatever salary you are earning, he pay for it, the organization which he is running, and within 6 months or 8 months, he will help you get 40, 60, 80 or even 100% hike on your existing salary. They are majorly right now doing for it engineers, but they will soon open up for other things. So that guy at the age of 19 went for higher studies abroad. He came back in just 1-2 years. He realized all such things, that where is a gap in this hiring industry in India. And then he started his company with having a good decent number of people and running it in Bangalore. So he's not having a prior experience in that particular industry, but he has then gathered the information. He was able to then start it. Okay. So that is a normal way. If you are having the experience in that particular field, that is well and good, but it doesn't make it a thumb rule for that matter. I hope, Piyush, I have been able to answer your question.
Yes,
Okay.
I've got that.
So why I am asking you these questions? Because since I am part of the management team here, along with like Sanjana ma'am is here and other people is here. So why I'm asking you the expectation from from these sessions, the professional etiquette program, so that if it is required, we may even add few sessions or tweak the topics as per the demand. So that is one of the reason that I am asking you. If you have anything else in mind, you can share with me. The faculty would be joining maybe in a minute, and then the session will start on the topic that is called corporate behavioral aspect. So any other questions you have, you can ask me. Niklesh, you were saying something, maybe you were asking something.
No, I'm not asking.
Okay. So yeah.
सर इसमें जो सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा सर, जो क्विज के बेस पे मिलेगा या ईच स्टूडेंट को मिलेगा?
That would be based on certain criteria that will be defined, and the criteria, whatever it could be quiz, it could be you will be asked to post your learning over LinkedIn. That will be informed later, not right now. Why not right now? Because you are attentive, you are listening whatever is being informed here, and you are able to accordingly imbibe whatever learnings are being taught here. Okay, so it's not like that you are just attending these sessions for the certificate. Certificate is definitely going to help you a lot. But if you're not attentive and not learning, certificate would just remain in your one of the certificate that you have earned. But if you learn something, that will be like remain with you for life.
Sir, this certificate helpful in which area?
Any certificate you are earning or you are doing for that matter would definitely help you in getting a good job opportunity, in terms of that you have done something which is additional than the existing lot you're competing with. Okay, so that is how it would be beneficial in any way for the higher studies you are going or anything else.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I think ma'am is just facing certain issue. She'll be joining in a minute. I had just had a word with ma'am.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Yogesh.
I am Yogesh. I am pursuing.
Yogesh, it would be better if you could turn on the camera, and I would want all of you to turn on camera, please.
Sir, actually, there is an issue in my camera.
Okay, Yogesh, go ahead then. Ask.
Sir, I am Yogesh from Azamgarh. Actually, I am pursuing BSc AG from there. So my question is about tell me something about ISAB. That what is the motive of ISAB?
Could you please repeat again?
Sir, I wanted to know that what is the main objective of ISAB Academy?
Okay, so like in today's introduction, I have not informed about the ISAB and its vision. So I'll just give you the clarity on it. This institution, Imperial School of Agribusiness, which was started in year 2007. Okay, and since then it is working in the field of food and agribusiness management. There are certain gaps for the academic sessions, but it got revived in 2020, and since then there are continuously batches which is being enrolled and passing. The single most important USP of Imperial School of Agribusiness is that this institution is helping students become capable, providing them a platform in terms of getting a job opportunity in the market from institution itself, and then starting their career ahead in the corporate. So that is the reason we have maintained our 100% placement record with our 100% placement assistance policy, which clearly states that it is the students who needs to work hard to get a placement. We as an institution is definitely going to provide you a very good platform, very good teaching, very good academic environment, and a very competitive environment to perform and reach to best of your capabilities for that matter. So that with that vision only, this institution is working, and with each passing years, as have graduated and we are doing wonders in the market.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I think ma'am is just joining. I'm just connecting with ma'am. So just be here. Okay, I think Dr. Neha Saini ma'am is here in this meeting now. So let me just check if ma'am is able to join. Yeah, ma'am, I think you're here. You're audible?
Yeah, I'm audible.
Okay, so first of all, thank you, ma'am, for joining. And students, kindly turn on camera. I'm just sharing the poster once. Welcome and introduce ma'am to you all. So, As we begin this session, this is the commencement session of professional etiquette programs. So as I told students before joining this meeting by Neha ma'am, that this session was earlier conducted, the program was conducted last year as well in the month of July, August. This year again, we have started with the purpose to help students improve their corporate communication skills and foster professional environment, which we have largely summed. There is a lot of benefits that you will reap from it. So we have Dr. Neha Saini with us for taking this commencement session. She is certified career counselor and alumnus of Manage Hyderabad. She herself is an agribusiness management graduate from Manage Hyderabad. Then completed her PhD from BIT Mishra, as well as an alumnus of MBA Ahmedabad, as ma'am's specialization is into marketing management and marketing research. Ma'am is a very distinguished professional, and she has also been able to penetrate through her learning at the international stage, as she has recently been honored and facilitated in University of London as well. So very warm welcome, ma'am, for this session. And these students were very eagerly waiting for you to come. So here with you, over to you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you so much. We'll just begin the session because I think it's already 4:35. Yeah, I'll just share my slide. I hope I can share that. Host only.
Yeah, you are co-host, ma'am. You can share. You can share the.
No, I cannot. No, I cannot. Oof. Shall I mail it to you? The PPT?
No, ma'am. I'll just giving you the rights. Don't worry.
So how many how many participants are right now? Around 100 we have.
Yeah.
And they all are.
I'm making you co-host, ma'am, so that you can just be able to share, and you can just make me co-host for that. I'm making you the host. You are the host now.
Okay, yeah. There's some issue. I cannot share. Just a minute.
Yeah, it seems some issue at maybe.
There is some issue. I'll share the PPT with you. I hope.
You can mail me, ma'am, if you are facing a problem.
Academics. Okay, doctor. I have just sent you.
On which email ID?
Amit Kumar Sahu.
Okay, ma'am, you can send on the academics@isab.org.
Okay.
That would be helpful.
Sent.
Yeah, just a second.
So most of the participants are from agriculture background. Is that so?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So majority of you are.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so majority of you are in your third year or fourth year of agriculture.
Ma'am, third year.
Pass out student.
Yes, ma'am. 5th year.
Final year.
Okay, so what are you?
Third year.
Okay. Third year. The next year you have your RAVE session. Please mute yourself. The next year you have your RAVE session. If I'm not wrong, you will be having your RAVE.
Yes, ma'am. RAVE.
Same way. Which happens. Okay. So you all are planning to start with your agribusiness management, planning or thinking about it, learning about the prospects of agribusiness management.
Actually, ma'am, I asked one question.
Hello?
Who's this? Yes. Please, all of you mute yourself. Only one of the student can ask if somebody. By the time we'll start with the PowerPoint presentation. Yes, if you have any expectations from the lecture, you can ask.
Yes, ma'am. Man Molsing.
Anmol.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, how to help this session in agribusiness management, sir, ma'am?
Okay. How this session will help in agribusiness management?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
it will not only help you in agribusiness management, but we will be discussing about how your behavior
Okay, ma'am.
will help you in any management, basically.
Yes, ma'am.
Like we will be talking about discipline, which is first of all, right? Because we always say that the attitude which you will be having right now, or the attitude with which you are working right now, is not going to take you in the long term. Because very honest, even I was in agriculture university, and I have done all those things which you must be doing, the same courses, the same academics. I have gone through the same field. So I have literally felt that there is a gap in an agriculture student as well as the corporate world. The way your attitude is in agriculture university, you need to work, of course, on that. Then only you will be you can achieve better targets, or you can actually rise up to the ladder which you are visualizing for in your life. But
Ma'am, is the PPT visible now?
yes, thank you so much, sir. It's visible. Yeah, but I will be bothering you to change the slides.
Yeah, and no worries, ma'am.
Okay,
Definitely, I'll be available.
Thank you.
I just wanted, because to avoid any kind of disturbances, I am taking out the rights of unmuting from the participants right now.
Yeah.
But in between, whenever there would be a two-way interaction, it can be allowed to them.
So yes, fine. So I'll just continue with what Anmol asked, that this lecture is not only about your agribusiness hierarchy. Of course, we are an agribusiness institution, but if you are going to follow these basic corporate behavior aspects, behavioral, your attitude, this will definitely going to take you to heights, of course. So we will be talking about first what is basically corporate behavior and how are the various parameters which are included into that. Is that fine? So can you just change the slide? So why corporate behavior is important in any kind of business? The first reason is because it will be not your behavior, but it also will be your attitude. Your attitude with which you will be performing your work, the attitude with which you will be delivering your assignments, KPAs, the attitude with which you will be, interacting with people. Because we always say that people do feel the attitude. You may say that you will do the work, but the people actually feel the attitude which you have in yourself. So the right corporate behavior is very important, because it will, as I said, it can cause your company to skyrocket with effective productivity and reputation. If you are just working as an individual, thinking that you are working in this company and is only concerned about your area, your bubble, your thing, it's not going to help you. The behavior is the behavior with your employers, the behavior with your boss, the behavior with your juniors, the behavior in the whole ecosystem in which you will be working will, of course, matters a lot. So if you're having a poor behavior, no matter how many sales targets you're achieving in your career, it is definitely going to give your company poor productivity, as well as the reputation is going to hamper a lot. So सिर्फ ये सोचना कि I am doing the right thing and I will be fulfilling my leads and achieving my targets, my company will be doing, that's not the case. Your corporate behavior is extremely important. So we'll change the slide. The next is why it is important, because we need to understand that it has ample amount of benefits. Benefits in terms of your networking, benefits in terms of your corporate behavior. Usually abhi aap just stage mein hai, usme you might have not noticed, but once you just finish your graduation and you will enter into corporate world, or you'll get into job, or maybe some of you will be doing MBA, you'll realize that the networking plays a major role. and it is a corporate behavior which will of course make your networks in the industry as well as in the sector which you're working. What kind of behavior you want to implement in your company, आपके जो भी values हैं. One more thing, are you guys comfortable with English or shall I teach in mixed language, or you want in Hindi? Because I am comfortable in any of the language. So ऐसा ना हो कि मैं सिर्फ इंग्लिश में बोलती रहूं and some of the students may miss the point. So are you comfortable? You can text me, are you comfortable with Hindi, English or mixture? Any one of you? Is it fine? Okay. Okay, fine, cool. So you're saying it's fine. Fine. So what I was telling was that, okay, English is comfortable. So what kind of behavior you want to implement in your company also depends upon your moral values and your ethical values. Because we often say कि अगर आप ही punctual नहीं हो, तो company में आपके अंदर जो भी हैं, they will not be punctual. If you are not self-disciplined enough, you do not follow a system or routine, the whole company will be chaos. So what kind of behavior you want to implement in your company also dependent upon your corporate behavior. Plus, you also need to know how to implement the corporate behavior. To know to come on time is one thing, but how you will be asking other to be on time without harassing them, without offending them. See, you cannot be hard all the time. You cannot be rude all the time just because you're boss or you're senior to somebody. Yeah, even when the boss attitude is not right, we often feel ki bhai, what he thinks of himself. But of course, he's the boss. He has to make the things done, So how you're going to implement those corporate behavior is also a very important thing. And last is, once you are implementing, how you're going to maintain it in the long run. How sustainable your company is, how sustainable your behavior is. Is it you're doing it just for few weeks, few months, or it has become the policy for your company? So that is another maintenance or requirement of any corporate behavior. So please change the slide. So when we talk about corporate behavior, the two very important things which plays role is number one, your time management, and number second is your time discipline. How efficient you are in terms of time management. You just keep on, scrolling through your phone whole day. आपको पता ही नहीं है आपका पूरा दिन कहाँ चला जाता है. क्लास चल रही है, आपको पता ही नहीं है कि क्लास लगाना है. या you are just, wasting whole day, because time is money, boss. So in the current time, it's not actually the financial gains, but the amount of time. When it is one of the biggest turn off we say in corporate industry. अगर आप किसी का time waste करते हो, time पर नहीं पहुंचते, punctual नहीं हो, तो it is the first impression which you will be setting in front of anyone. It is not at all a good impression. So whether you are doing a summer internship, whether you are doing a normal agriculture internship, whether you are entering into a job after your corporate, or you will be entering into a job. Kuch students agriculture, BSc agriculture ke baad bhi, they get into bank and they get into, various jobs. Some of you will be doing MBA. Even in your MBAs also classes, we make sure that the students get this habit of becoming punctual. If the class is being started, it has to be on time and it has to end on time, because everybody has a fixed time slot. Itna baje shuru karna hai, time hi nahi hai. So that time management you should have. You should know how much time you're contributing. आपको पता होना चाहिए कि आप कितना टाइम कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हो अपने मोबाइल फोन पर, कितना क्लासेस में, कितना स्पोर्ट्स में, कितना अपना पर्सनल डेवलपमेंट एक्टिविटीज में. ऑल दैट थिंग नीड टू बी जनरल. और इसको हम बोलते हैं, इसका सही तरीका है कि आप जनरलाइजिंग कीजिए, जनरलिंग कीजिए, कि भाई आप लिखो, आप मेंशन करो कि आज मेरा टाइम इतने से इतने बीच मैंने इसमें लगाया, इतने से इसमें बीच इतना किया. आपको खुद पता चल जाएगा कहाँ आपका टाइम जा रहा है. आपका जो मोबाइल फोन है, वी हैव डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ ऐप नाउ. यू कैन जस्ट शेड्यूल कि अगर मैं आधे घंटे से ज्यादा इस ऐप पर हूँ तो वो लॉक हो जाना चाहिए. इट ऑल अप टू यू. आपके पास उतना ही टाइम है, किसी और इंसान के पास भी उतना ही टाइम है. आपके दोस्त कुछ ज्यादा बेटर कर लेते हैं ओनली बिकॉज दे आर मैनेजिंग देयर टाइम बेटर. इट्स नॉट दैट समबडी इज मोर इंटेलिजेंट, बट वही 24 घंटे आपके पास है, वही 24 घंटे किसी और के पास है. कोई सीईओ बन जाता है, कोई सिर्फ उस कंपनी में नौकरी करता रहता है. Because if you read the books of most of the CEOs, they'll say that even while driving they're listening some of the podcast, क्योंकि उन्हें लगता है कि ड्राइविंग में या पीछे कार में बैठने में या ट्रैवलिंग करने में टाइम वेस्ट हो रहा है. हाउ टू यूटिलाइज दैट टाइम? यूजुअली मोस्ट ऑफ देम आर रीडिंग बुक्स और डूइंग पॉडकास्ट. कहीं भी टाइम मिलता है तो कहीं ना कहीं अपनी सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट में एक्सक्यूज करते हैं. दैट इज बेसिकली टाइम मैनेजमेंट. एंड इन कॉर्पोरेट आप अगर टाइम की वैल्यू नहीं करते तो टाइम भी आपकी वैल्यू नहीं करता, बिकॉज एवरीथिंग इज मूविंग सो फास्ट. आपको छुट्टियां भी अपनी एडजस्ट करनी है तो आप कई दिन पहले मांगते हैं. तो टाइम डिसिप्लिन इज ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट, दैट यू शुड नो वेयर योर टाइम इज गोइंग, यू शुड नो हाउ यू आर स्पेंडिंग योर टाइम, यू शुड नो दैट मेरे को अगर 4 बजे उठना है, सुबह 5 बजे उठना है, तो 5 से 6 इज फॉर माई मेडिटेशन, my self development, reading books or my exercise or whatever it is. After 8 if you are starting working, then ठीक है, 8 से 10 बजे तक मैं बिल्कुल progressively अपनी पढ़ाई करूंगा. This is how things need to work. So time management and discipline is extremely important. So we'll move to next slide, please. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, please. So the next topic which point I will be taking is in corporate is another thing is that you need to expect more from yourself. Right? Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay. So you need to expect more from yourself rather than expecting more from the world. हमारी सबसे बड़ी गलती है, you can say that one of the weakness of being a human is कि हम expectations बहुत रखते हैं. Expectations अपने parents से, expectations government से, expectations अपने relationship में, expectations अपने friends में, expectation even from God. भाई ये हमारे इसलिए वो करे, वो हमारे लिए ये करे, हमारे पेरेंट्स को हमारे लिए इतना जमीन जायदाद छोड़ के जाना चाहिए था, हमें वहां पढ़ाने भेजना चाहिए, हमारे दोस्त हमारे लिए हर जब भी हम कॉल करें हमारी सारी एक्सपेक्टेशंस. मैम यस, द स्लाइड इज नॉट चेंजिंग. हमारी सारी एक्सपेक्टेशंस, यस, सारी एक्सपेक्टेशन दूसरों से होती हैं. बट होना क्या चाहिए, that you should always expect more from yourself and less from others. One of the big why I'm saying that is because I have no control. ठीक है, like I may be expecting more from you, all you are the participants, that आपको ये भी आना चाहिए, वो भी आना चाहिए, आप ये भी पढ़कर आ जाओ क्लास में, वो भी पढ़कर आ जाओ. But I can just expect, और मेरा कोई कंट्रोल नहीं है ना कि तुम लोग क्या पढ़ोगे क्या नहीं पढ़ोगे. All I can have is मैं इतना अच्छा पढ़ाऊं या मैं इतना अच्छा लेक्चर दूं. आई कैन जस्ट डू व्हाट आई कैन डू. सो कॉर्पोरेट में भी यही होता है. लोग सोचते हैं कंपनी हमारे लिए ये करे, इंक्रीमेंट दे, एचआर हाथ पकड़ के नीचे से बिल्कुल ऊपर हमारे ग्रोथ कर्व में लेके जाए. बट सी थिंग्स डजंट वर्क लाइक दैट. थिंग्स वर्क व्हेन यू बिलीव इन योरसेल्फ एंड यू डिलीवर द बेस्ट. और कॉर्पोरेट में सिंपल हिसाब है, how much value addition you are giving to the company. आप खुद से जितना एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हो, दूसरों से जितना एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हो, खुद अगर ज्यादा करोगे ना तो हमेशा the curve of your growth will be positive. कॉर्पोरेट भी नहीं, आप अभी भी पढ़ाई कर रहे हो, rather than expecting your teachers ये नोट्स दे दें, वो नोट्स दे दें. हम ये गलती क्यों करते हैं? हम ये क्यों नहीं सोचते कि हम खुद ही बना लें या खुद ही मतलब आगे चलकर what he is not even expecting you do more. क्योंकि अगर आप ही अपने खुद से expectations खुद की कम रखोगे तो आगे तो कोई ग्रोथ ही नहीं है. इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि आप अपनी एक्सपेक्टेशंस खुद से ज्यादा रखें. हमेशा इवन वी से कि व्हेन भगवान बोलते हैं कि आप 1 माइल चलकर मेरे पास आओ, तो 1 माइल नहीं, आप 2 माइल चलकर जाइए तो जरूर आपको चीज मिल जाएगी. तो यू ऑल शुड ऑलवेज ब्रेक दैट इमेज. खुद ही अपनी इमेज शैटर करनी चाहिए. ये नहीं कि अपना लेवल बढ़ा रहे हो तो आप खुद ही आपको अपना एक्सपेक्टेशन, अपना बेंचमार्क, सामने वाला इंसान सोचे कि अरे निखिलेश है, मिस्टर निखिलेश इज देयर, राहुल साहू है, अर्नब है, हम सोचते हैं कि बच्चे ये पढ़ कर आए लेक्चर में. आप खुद ही अपनी हमारी एक्सपेक्टेशंस को ब्रेक करें कि खुद से कि मैं ये भी करूंगा, मैं वो भी करूंगा, एंड see the results, they are going to be very much different. So rather than always expecting from the other person, which you have no control, from your relationship, from your parents ही हमें दे जा रहे हैं. आपके पेरेंट्स ने आपसे भी तो कुछ एक्सपेक्टेशंस की हैं, वो आपसे एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं, आप उनसे एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हो, इसी जस्तजू में टाइम निकल रहा है. बेटर यू जस्ट ब्रेक दैट पॉइंट और आप सोचो कि बस मुझे पता है कि मुझे मुझसे ही चाहिए, मैं ही अपनी एक्सपेक्टेशंस पूरी कर सकता हूँ, एंड आई एम गोइंग टू ब्रेक दिस एवरी टाइम. लोगों को हैरानी होनी चाहिए, भाई ये बंदा वहां भी पहुंच गया, अरे इसने कॉर्पोरेट में 2 साल में मैनेजर बन गया, पैकेज इतना पहुंच गया, एग्रीकल्चर का बंदा है. That should be the level of work you should be doing, always adding value addition. Okay, somebody is messaging me, ma'am please Hindi and English. Someone is saying ma'am Hindi, then few students are saying ma'am in English. I'll just try to mix and match in between because it is very difficult. Majority of the lecture will be of course in English, but I will try to mix and match. Pura Hindi mein bhi nahi ho sakta because I understand there are many students. Fine. So this is about that you need to expect less from yourself and you always need to deliver more. Ma'am, next slide. And see, जो आपका life है, you imagine करो कोई हीरो है, सुबह से लेके शाम तक फोन ही देख रहा है आपकी मूवी में, open the phone, watching phone throughout day, शाम एक पलंग पे बैठ के बस फोन ही चल रहा है. Are you going to watch that movie? Tell me. No, it will be a boring movie. The same is with your life. अगर आप पूरे दिन लाइफ में अपने फोन को पकड़कर फोन ही देखे जा रहे हो और कुछ एक्टिविटी नहीं है, you are not the hero of your life. So of course your life is going to be boring. You need to come into action. Fine. Don't just come as a spectator in this world and just leave this world as an spectator. दूसरों का तमाशा देखा और दूसरों का तमाशा देख के चले गए. Right? Build your benchmark. Build your ethics. Fine. So this is how you're going to work upon. Sorry, Pankaj Saini, I don't know Haryanvi. So this is the only language I'm going to speak. I hope you're fine with this. Fine. The next is work ethics. Fine. So now next we talk about that. See, to work at an extreme best work ethics should not come from a policy. Like, do you need an HR policy to tell you what is right, what is wrong, whether I should do this, whether I should not do this? No, it should come from within. It should come from the inner drive. ये बताना कि ये सही काम है, ये गलत काम है. HR की ही जरूरत है क्या आपको ये बताने के लिए? So corporate में we have HRs, there are policies, there are guidelines, but जब तक आप उस पर dependent रहोगे कि मैं HR के अनुसार काम करूंगा या policy, to work, to give your best, to work in an ethical environment, दूसरों के लिए empathy रखना. Empathy मतलब दूसरे जो कर रहे हैं उनको consider करना, kind रहना, अच्छे से बात करना, ethical रहना, जो सही है वही काम करना, जो गलत है वो गलत है, वो सब चीजें it should come from within even in the corporate sector. Corporate sector है तो ऐसा नहीं है कि cheating होता है या ethical नहीं होता. It is a very ethical industry. आपको morals होते हैं, आपकी policies होती हैं, but what I'm trying to say is that अगर आप एक team के part हो, which is 25 people के part हो, आप एक corporate में part हो, तो you should always feel that your team should give the best within the ethical limits. This is a very important thing. Never ever believe that आप कोई गलत काम achieve कर सकते हो corporate में, that you should cheat few people and you should bluff, make fraud, make out money. So you always have to just need to follow your work ethics and you need to give your best along with that. So yes, of course, आप जो भी आपके पॉलिसीज होते हैं जब आप ज्वाइन करते हो वो तो है ही, बट हमारे खुद के वैल्यूज भी होते हैं. हम बचपन से ही सीखते हैं ये सही है ये गलत है, बट धीरे धीरे हम इन्हें कैजुअल लेने लग जाते हैं. वी स्टार्ट लीविंग आवर ओन रूट्स. दैट शुड नॉट हैपन इवन व्हेन यू आर जॉइनिंग ईदर कॉर्पोरेट एनी जॉब. कॉर्पोरेट का मतलब यही नहीं है कि आप कोई MNC जॉब कर रहे हो. इट कैन स्टार्ट विद योर स्टार्टअप्स ऑल्सो, योर गवर्नमेंट जॉब ऑल्सो. इट्स द सेम थिंग. आपका जो वैल्यू सिस्टम है, वट एवर इज योर फाउंडेशन, वट एवर इज योर बिहेवियर, दैट इज गोइंग टू टेक यू टू long run. So corporate behavior, yes, it should be very ethical. Ethical in the means, again I'm saying, ऐसा नहीं हो रहा है कि भैया हर दूसरे इंसान को you're cheating, bluffing. That should not be the criteria of your thing. Is that clear to all of you? Is it clear? So this is how your corporate work ethics and your thing should work. Fine. अगर आपके कोई प्रोफेसर है, कोई टीचर है, कोई काम अच्छा करता है आपकी कॉर्पोरेट में, आपकी जॉब में, आपके बिजनेस में, you should always tell them, respond them, acknowledge them. आपका कोई फ्रेंड है, मेहनत कर रहा है, तैयारी कर रहा है, sit with him, tell him how does it matter, tell him भाई you are working hard, अच्छा लगता है तुझे मेहनत करते हुए देखता हुआ हूँ, तुझसे इंस्पिरेशन मिलती है. You should often tell people. It's a small world. घूम फिर कर हम एग्रीकल्चर वाले स्टूडेंट्स वहीं पर आसपास में जुड़े रहते हैं. सो आपके अगर वर्क एथिक्स सही नहीं होते हैं कॉर्पोरेट में, तो यू नो इट स्प्रेड्स लाइक एनीथिंग. एज आई ऑलवेज टेल माय स्टूडेंट्स इन मार्केटिंग, अगर आपका एक अच्छा क्लाइंट बनता है तो वो हार्डली 10 लोगों को बताता है कि आपने अच्छा काम किया. आपका एक गलत क्लाइंट होता है तो 100 लोगों को बताता है कि आपने गलत काम किया. सो खराब बातें, गलत बातें, your wrongdoings just spreads much more faster. Nobody will tell you that you have done very good work. Fine, Mr. Pankaj, Mr. Ambuj, nobody will say, see, you have joined this. You know, कोई ये नहीं बोलेगा भाई he has joined ISAB corporate function, he is planning for future, he is looking into joining agribusiness. Nobody gives you credit of anything. Whatever you're doing it for yourself. Fine, whatever you are thinking on yourself. As I said, nobody, you have to expect more from yourself rather than expecting that friend of mine, you know, he will acknowledge me, he will validate me. 10 लोगों के बीच में आपके माँ बाप आपकी तारीफ करेंगे. It's never going to happen. Fine, until unless of course you're not going to achieve something big in life. तो आपकी बुराइयां तो बहुत जल्दी फैल निकलती हैं, आपकी नहीं, हमारी सबकी, मेरी भी. If I'll not teach good, if I haven't taught good till now, तो बहुत जल्दी लेक्चर बता देते हैं कि अच्छा नहीं पढ़ाया. And if you are doing the right thing, बहुत कम बच्चे होते हैं जो बोलते हैं कि मैम अच्छा था, लेक्चर में मजा आया, इंस्पिरेशन मिली. So as I said, you just keep on doing your work. जहां भी कर रहे हो, जिधर भी कर रहे हो, ethically करोगे, खुद से honest होगे, so you will not face any problem. This is again a very important corporate behavior which we should follow. Ma'am, next please. The next is relentless efforts. When I'm saying relentless effort, I mean that you always need to put efforts in your work. You need to understand कि effortless होने के लिए भी effort लगते हैं. अगर आपको लगता है ना कि वो नातो सॉन्ग में बहुत जल्दी, बहुत क्विकली, बहुत एफर्टलेसली डांस किया जिसके लिए हमें ऑस्कर मिला था, तो उसमें आवर्स एंड मंथ्स की कोरियोग्राफी थी, डांस था, एडिटिंग था ऑफ कोर्स, एंड इट टुक आवर्स एंड आवर्स टू डू एंड टू कम टू इट. अगर आपको कोई लगता है पेंटर इतना अच्छा पेंटिंग करता है, कितना एफर्टलेसली गाना गाता है, अरिजीत सिंह हम बोलते हैं कितना एफर्टलेसली काम करता है, it also take efforts. Nobody is doing effortless work without putting any efforts. अगर आपको कोई काम किसी चीज में effortlessly करना पड़ता है, तो there is n amount of hours which that person has put behind that work. खुद को बेस्ट करने के लिए, खुद को अपने फील्ड में सबसे आगे रखने के लिए. ऐसा कोई इंसान नहीं है जो अपने आप को रेगुलरली एफर्ट्स नहीं डाल रहा एंड देन दे आर राइजिंग इन लाइफ. कॉर्पोरेट में भी जो लोग नहीं एफर्ट्स करते हैं, जो लोग अपने आप ग्रो नहीं कर रहे हैं पर्सनल बेसिस पे, वो पीछे होते जाते हैं. आप कुछ स्टूडेंट्स हैं, आप लोग एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटीज के हैं, आप खुद देखिए, आप का ग्रोइंग एटीट्यूड है. दैट्स व्हाई यू आर लुकिंग कि अब थर्ड ईयर में भी स्टूडेंट सोच रहे हैं कि हम ये कोर्स देखें क्या है, क्या बता रहे हैं, बिकॉज यू हैव अ ग्रोथ माइंडसेट. आप सोच रहे हो आगे क्या, नेक्स्ट ईयर के बाद मैं क्या करूंगा, लेट मी थिंक अबाउट दैट एस्पेक्ट. एफर्ट्स तो डाल रहे हो. कुछ स्टूडेंट है उन्हें परवाह ही नहीं है, देखेंगे अगले साल, देखेंगे फॉर्म भरेंगे. सो यू नीड टू हैव रिलेंटलेस एफर्ट्स. यू नो, अगर आपको लाइफ में कृष्ण भगवान चाहिए, we say if you want Krishna you have to be Arjuna, right? अर्जुन को भी कृष्ण तभी मिले थे जब वो अर्जुन थे. And you know, Arjun was the best warrior in that whole Kurukshetra. You can say he was the best Kshatriya in that Kurukshetra. और God himself chose Arjuna. तो भगवान भी बेस्ट को ही चूज करते हैं. भगवान को भी अगर किसी के साथ रहना है ना युद्ध लड़ने के लिए, तो उन्होंने अर्जुन को ही पकड़ा, किसी और को नहीं पकड़ा कि मैं तुम्हारा ही सार्थक बनूंगा. So this is how the life is. You can say it is a cruel life. You can say it is effortless life. It is an unfair life. जो भी है आप अपने efforts से ही बनाओगे. And with efforts, I always say intelligent efforts. Why I am saying intelligent effort? क्योंकि हम सब लोग human beings हैं. ब्रेन है हमारे अंदर. गधा मजदूरी करने को नहीं बोल रही हूं मैं कि आप अपना काम कर रहे हो, टारगेट कुछ और है, 12-12, 20-20 घंटे, 18 घंटे बस पढ़ रहे हो, पता नहीं है क्या पढ़ रहे हो. You need to be very smart. Fine, you are planning for MBA, you are planning, of course, you are planning for MBA, you are planning all these things, you are smart, I can say that. But you need to be smart. कितना एनर्जी डालना है, कितना एफर्ट डालना है, कितना घंटे डालना है. बिकॉज इन फ्यूचर ऑल्सो आपके पास एक लाइफ है, उसमें आपका कॉर्पोरेट जॉब है, फैमिली है, आपका पर्सनल ग्रोथ है. यू हैव टू पुट एफर्ट्स. ऐसा नहीं है कि फैमिली लाइफ में एफर्ट नहीं डालोगे या कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ में एफर्ट नहीं डालोगे या खुद की ग्रोथ में एफर्ट नहीं डालोगे, खुद की हेल्थ, जो सेक्टर छोड़ोगे वो डगमगा जाएगा. फाइन, फैमिली लाइफ एफर्ट नहीं करोगे तो अपना फैमिली प्रॉब्लम्स रहेंगे. हेल्थ को इग्नोर करोगे तो हेल्थ खराब होगी. कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ में ऑफ कोर्स यू नीड द ग्रोथ. So you need to find out intelligently that you need to put your efforts everywhere. किसमें कितना देने से I can achieve more. That is also your smart work. And we are human beings. जानवर नहीं है कि पता नहीं है, भाग रहे हैं बस. लगा पड़ा है इंसान, सुबह से उठा भाग रहा है. कितना भागना है वो भी एक आर्ट है. That also you should know. कितना प्रेस करूं, कितना दबाऊं, कितना हथौड़ा मारूं कि दीवार टूट जाए, किस पॉइंट पे हथौड़ा मारूं कि वो दीवार टूट जाए. That is also very important. I hope that is clear to you. Fine. I'll give you an example. There was once a father who was reading a newspaper, and every day his son used to come to them and they used to say ki, Papa, please come and play with me and all, something like that. But the father was always busy in reading the newspaper and his priority was never to play with the child. So one day he was reading a newspaper, and of course, as you know, children are very adamant. वो आया अपने पिताजी के पास and he said कि पापा मुझे खेलना है, मेरे साथ खेलो. The father got very frustrated and he said he uses intelligent and उसने देखा कि न्यूज़पेपर पे एक courier service का advertisement था, because of which there was world map बना था. पिताजी ने क्या किया, अखबार फाड़ा कई सारे टुकड़ों में and जमीन पे उसके टुकड़े डाल दिए. And he said to him कि अगर तुम ये पूरा जोड़कर मेरे पास ले आते हो वर्ल्ड मैप, तो मैं तुम्हारे साथ खेलूंगा. बच्चा गया सारे टुकड़े उठाकर और आफ्टर 10 minutes ओनली ही केम विद द फुल वर्ल्ड मैप. फादर वाज वेरी अमेज्ड बिकॉज उसने सोचा नहीं था, वो उसको सब पता है कि जर्मनी कहाँ है, मेक्सिको कहाँ है. उसने पूरा वर्ल्ड मैप जोड़ के 10 मिनट में अपने पिताजी को दे दिया. एंड द फादर वाज शॉक्ड एक्चुअली. तो द child could make out कि पापा को शॉक लगा है, सरप्राइज हुआ है. एंड देन ही टोल्ड हिज फादर, पापा मुझे ये तो नहीं पता, जब आप ये कागज फाड़ रहे थे तो मैंने ये देखा था न्यूज़पेपर कि इसके मैप के पीछे एक आदमी का फोटो था और एक आदमी का चेहरा था. तो मुझे ऑफ कोर्स ये तो नहीं पता कि चाइना किधर है, बीजिंग किधर है, न्यूजीलैंड किधर है, बट हाँ मुझे ये पता है कि आदमी की नाक किधर है, आदमी की आंखें किधर है, आदमी का माथा किधर है और आदमी के कान किधर है. मैंने वो जोड़ा और पीछे से मैप जुड़ गया. फाइन. So it is a very simple thing that we keep on running after various things. We keep on putting efforts in endless things. But अगर आप smartly अपना थोड़ा सा out of thinking करें और थोड़ा सा अपना right जगह direction में efforts डालें ना, fine. So you can live up to the best. And as the child said कि वर्ल्ड नहीं पता उसे, दुनिया नहीं पता उसको, आदमी पता था क्या सही है. आप खुद सही हो ना, दुनिया अपने आप सही रहेगी. You need to just channelize your efforts. हार्ड वर्क का कोई ब्रेक नहीं है. आपके कुछ फ्रेंड्स होते हैं वो बाय लक, बाय पेरेंट्स, बाय पैसे, दे रीच एट सर्टेन प्लेस. बट आपके जो कंसिस्टेंट एफर्ट्स हैं, जो आप लगाना चाहते हो, चाहे आपकी जॉब है, चाहे आपकी पढ़ाई है, चाहे आपकी हायर स्टडीज है, आज नहीं तो कल nobody can take that for you. That is only your earning. Trust me, I have done BSc Agriculture, and in March I was there in Oxford University representing Agribusiness area. It was a big proud moment for me. It's not कि मैं बता रही हूँ आपको, flex कर रही हूँ या proud हो. It's not definitely that thing. I just want to tell you that it took a lot of amount of hard work for me to achieve there. सबकी लाइफ में सेटबैक्स आते हैं, फेलियर्स आते हैं, हम कॉम्पिटिशंस नहीं दे पाते हैं, चीजें होती हैं, बट द पर्सन हु कीप ऑन जस्ट डूइंग, टिक 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 करते रहना है, तो एक दिन दीवार टूटेगी ही टूटेगी. इफ यू आर इनटू एग्री बिजनेस सेक्टर, आई नो व्हाट काइंड ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी, आई नो द मेंटालिटी ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स ओवर देयर. मेनी स्टूडेंट्स जस्ट वांट टू रन आउट ऑफ दैट. किसी को कॉर्पोरेट में जाना है, somebody wants to earn well. कुछ लोग के friends engineering colleges में होते हैं. There is n kind of comparison with all of us. But trust me, you are in one of the very good sector. And agri business management, दुनिया की कहीं भी कोई भी जॉब कम हो जाएगी, but agri business management का जॉब नहीं कम होने वाला. कोरोना में आपने खुद देखा था, डाबर, नेस्ले, ITC, ब्रिटानिया, they were achieving their targets. तो कहीं भी जॉब जा सकती है. हेल्थ सेक्टर, दवाई चाहिए इंसान को, डॉक्टर चाहिए और खाना चाहिए. पॉपुलेशन बढ़ रही है, वी नीड पीपल हु कैन मैनेज फूड. मैनेजर्स, मैनेजमेंट ऑफ फूड इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. बहुत सारा खाना हमारा वेस्ट होता है जबकि हम प्रोड्यूस करते हैं. एग्री बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट इज गोइंग टू बी वन ऑफ द मोस्ट टॉप रेटेड कोर्स इन द वर्ल्ड, वेयर द होल वर्ल्ड विल. सो आप अगर टाइम से करेंगे, अच्छा कॉलेज चूज करके करेंगे, या आप यू फाइंड इट इन द राइट डायरेक्शन, you of course the success will be there. Ma'am, next slide, please. The other one is, as I said, you need to have a very professional attitude when you are working in the corporate sector. Professional attitude means kabhi bhi utke chale gaye, unshave, unclear, not groom properly, shave nahi kar rakha, baal kharab hai, shabby clothes hai, unpressed clothes hai, shoes polish nahi hai, shirt pe ink lag raha hai. Hello.
Between students have requested to speak in English only, and because there are many students from South, and sure, all students, since the session would primarily be in English, so that everyone is being covered. That is the communication language of our country. But ठीक है, ma'am would speak in Hindi in between.
I've got few messages, but then fine. Yeah, I was confused. So
because we are not able to understand Hindi at all, so I think that is better.
Sure.
Thank you.
So with development of your professional attitude, I mean that you should always be at your best. You should look your best, you should behave your best, your hair should be properly groomed, not shabby kind, your clothes should be ironed properly, boots should be polished, always a smart, no matter however you feel. You should always have a good, cheerful personality when you are in a corporate sector. It's not, and of course, when you look good, you also feel good. You can always see this, no matter however you're feeling. If you dress up well, if you're looking well, always it will be a mood booster. So we always say it, you should have a professional attitude. Professional attitude means you should be punctual. Professional attitude means you should have a particular value system which you're following. Professional attitude means you should give importance to others' time also. Professional attitude means, being ethical. Professional attitude means to dress up properly, to behave properly, to have a better communication skills. It's not that you only need to speak in English only. Sometimes Hindi will also do good, but whatever you are speaking, there should be confidence in you. It should not be a stammering language for you. Fine, as I said, you should be good to work at. Everybody wants to work with somebody who's cheerful, who's happy, not somebody who's always complaining, crying, bickerings all the time. Somebody who's like motivating, inspiring. Everybody wants to stay with that person. So you need to develop professional attitude. This is another very important corporate behavior, whether it's term of your overall attire, your dresses, your look, your personality, everything, as well as your internal behavior. It should always be there. I hope it's fine. Ma'am, please change the slide. The next is take control of your time. As I said, time is money. I said earlier also, you need to be very smart. If you are putting your efforts regularly, how much time you have to give to this, you're running. If you're running marathon, how much time you have to run every day, you prepare every day, how much time you will be giving to your family, how much time you will giving to your job, because Not a single sector can control your life. As I said, your job is your part of life. Your corporate sector is part of life, not your whole life. If you're going to make it your whole life, again, so usually people respect those people in corporate area who are very good time managers, who manage their time well, who take time for your family and are equally doing good. There's hardly, I don't think if you are sitting for long times, long hours and all, you are very productive. That shows that you are not productive. If there is a course, it requires certain hours. We say this course is for this credit time. Why do we say that? We say that because we have calculated that as per a intelligent question of students, this much amount of time is required for a student to study this course and to become not master. Nobody can master any course, but to understand the course basically. So that time amount is given. If you are just giving just one single time to one subject like marketing, finance, just one subject, that is not going to help. You will be having several subjects in your MBA, which is going to polish your course. Like you will be studying here marketing, you will be studying finance, you will be studying operations, you will be studying supply chain. It is a holistic course which will give you an idea about every single parameter of agribusiness management and rural management. But as I said, you need to divide your time, that how you will be giving to different courses. The same applies in your corporate life also. And it starts from within. If you're preparing for your competitive exam, you will decide how much time you have to give your maths, reasoning, logical assessment, English, general knowledge. You cannot just sit on one subject, vouch on one subject, and keep on giving time to one subject because that is your strength. No. Fine. More than working just on your strength, you need to make sure that you put all your resources in all your work so that even an average person can come out better. So take control of your time. If you're not doing that, please do that. Respect others' time, respect your time, because time is money. And see, the lecture which we are having right now, this time when I'm delivering this lecture, it is not going to happen again. Nothing is going to repeat in your life. Just imagine the moment which you're living, you are just living it right now. It's never going to come again. Whether you are a student, whether you are a professional, whether you're working, whatever it is, even for us. So please respect your time. Fine, don't just waste it, wasting on social media, wasting on your phones, wasting on, all that nonsense things which is not contributing to your growth and to your life, because these are very precious moments of your life which will definitely design whatever is your decision right now will definitely design or will determine the next 10 years of your life, even your marriage. Honestly speaking, how well and successful you are, both girls and boys, you will be getting your partners as per that. So the coming 10 years of your life, your everything will be dependent upon what track you are choosing, where you're putting your time. You put your time on your productivity, you're going to grow. Your focus will be there. If you're putting your time, just wasting, moving around, no idea, hackling around, so this is definitely going to pay you. Fine. Please, ma'am, next slide. The next is leadership. See, we always talk about, being the entrepreneur, being the leader in corporate area. These are the buzzwords nowadays. Everybody wants to be the leader, but honestly, everybody cannot be the leader. Agar aisa hota, if everybody could have been the leader, we all know Mr. MS Dhoni, right? So much respect we have for that person. Something he has, which, just not even he doesn't put himself in the limelight, but just imagine every IPL match and we have CSK, such a huge fandom he has earned. He's not doing something great, but he's one of the, if I have to give an example of leadership, I find no other person in this whole world except Mr. MS Dhoni. The fandom he has developed, the respect he has developed, it's not only because of the game or because of the player he is, but because of the leader he is. The way he leads his team, the way he asks, guide his team. And the work of leader is not to just give orders like, I have designed this, you need to do this, do you just, no, that's not the work of leader. The work of leader is to put path, to design the path, that how the followers will be following. You do this work, you need to guide them. So it's not either when you are working in group, we always make group leaders. Hamare course maybe whenever we give presentation, we make group leaders. Why? because we want you to imbibe this ability. We give chance to every student to become group leader because we want them to get into this format of leadership. As I said, leaders are not being just born. At times they are being made, and made by putting efforts, by doing practice, to make up your mindset where you can lead people. There's nothing in this world which you cannot learn, honestly. Many times people say that he's born with that. He's born with the speaking skills. He's born with leading. He's born, as an actor. No, you just have few genetic benefits, but rest all I said is relentless efforts, hard work which people do to polish their personality, to polish their talents, to keep on doing. What do you think? MS Dhoni is not putting efforts, he's not working hard, he might not be facing anxieties, he must not be in stress. Of course he must be. Of course, there's no person who doesn't is just born with the talent, is going along with the talent. All of them are working hard to prove themselves, to the people as well as to the team. So leadership, as I said, is not just leading the people, giving them the order, be the boss. No, it is not that. It is to design the path on which your employees will be walking, to guide them, to make the vision for them, to make them understand that what is right and what is wrong for the whole organization, not the leader individually. He should focus on the growth of the team or organization, not his own growth. If you are only focused upon my growth, I have to do MBA, I will get a good job, I will lead a good life. No, it's never work. If you work with people, if you feel that I want to do MBA because with me, I want to make my team, my people, my organization grow. I want to help people to earn more money. Not if they will earn money, I will automatically earn more money. That is the approach of leadership. Not something like vouching on others' success, taking others' credit, not doing their work, but yes, somebody has done the work and they are taking their credit. Is that fine? So please change the slide, ma'am. Boss, what is the difference between boss is that boss is bossy, right? Boss is bossy. Boss doesn't consider all your parameters. He doesn't show empathy at times, but leader has to be empathizer. He need to think about, you need to put his shoes in the employee's shoes and then legs in the employee's shoes and need to think that what are the parameters I should guide upon. You should not be a boss, but should of course be a leader. Okay. Yes, I have a problem. So this is a message from whom? Below question is from Sam that you can take after. Okay, I'll take after. The next is the success. With success, I mean whatever success you're achieving in your life should not boost your ego. In the corporate also we say, suppose you enter as a management trainee and within 6 months you got permanent. It should motivate you in life. 6 mahine mein permanent ho gaya. I should do better. Your success should always motivate. You get into a good institution, ISAB, manage, NIAM, fine. It should motivate you. Now I got into these entrance examination. I cleared this entrance examination. I cleared the personal training, GDPI, everything. I should have the motivation ki ab main batch mein I will be performing, doing good. So that motivation should come from success. Success should not feed your ego. I am the one. I will be doing the one. It's all because of me. I am that intelligent. I was focused. Everybody, if you are always going to, be feeding your ego by success, Ravan bhi mara tha that way. There can be many interpretation of otherwise, but you need to understand ki har success, whether it's your small or it's your big, always think it as a motivation factor. Push yourself, saying that I have achieved this, I have got this thing in life. Every success act as a motivation. If you will just, otherwise your growth will stop because your ego is too high to feed it. You have reached this position, you are planning a new institution, entering into a new pool, you got into job, you fulfill your targets. That targets in your job, you sold that many items, it should motivate you to, raise your benchmark. As I said, expect more from you than from the world. You should raise your benchmark and you should not feed your ego. It's equally appropriate in your corporate. Otherwise, once you have made that ego, neither your employer is going to be happy, nor you're going to be happy, neither in your course, whichever you're studying in your MBA colleges, in that also you will be able to build long-term friendship, relationship with your teachers, because आप तो अपने ego में ही you are just staying in that ना. Fine. Okay, so do you have any doubts? If any of the student has any doubts, so okay, so there's a student who has mentioned, I'm a stammerer and I have this problem since birth. How will it affect your professional life? How to overcome it? See, I would not say it will affect your professional life, because people have a lot of empathy towards each other. You know, until unless somebody is so much into themselves that they may not talk to you. Basically, you stammer because you lack confidence. It may be there in your life, and there can be many reasons because why you're stammering. Since I'm a career counselor, usually we related with, you know, your upbringing environment in which you are brought up. Regularly, some people, you know, shame you at times. बार बार बोला जाता है कि आप please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. तो भी हम स्टैमर करते हैं रेगुलरली. स्टैमरिंग आप कैसे, ये तो मत सोचिए अगर आप नेगेटिव पॉइंट पर ये इम्पैक्ट करेंगे कि मेरा कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर, आई कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग. आई हैड मेनी स्टूडेंट्स हु यूज्ड टू स्टैमर एंड आई एम नॉट जस्ट सेइंग, बट अगर आप नेगेटिव एस्पेक्ट पे ही फोकस करोगे कि मैं स्टैमर करता हूँ, अच्छा नहीं कर सकता, दैट इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग. यू नो, कॉन्फिडेंस कम विद योर हार्ड वर्क इन योर एफर्ट्स. ऐसा नहीं है आपने जो बचपन में पढ़ाइयाँ की थी वो सारी काम आती है, राइट? हम सोचते हमने मैथ्स में पढ़ा, क्या काम आया, what is the work, but basically it gives you confidence in life. So you keep practicing regularly. Please take speech therapy if that is available to you. Read newspapers loudly, read documents loudly, read news loudly, you know, stand in front of the mirror, talk to, of course you might be having people around you who will be, you know, ready to help you. We all have people around us who are always ready to help. Form a small community with them, sit with them, say I will be talking, and please point out how many times I have been stammering that time. See, you need to work yourself. It is not your weakness. Please don't think it is your weakness. There is no such thing as weakness. People have bigger weaknesses in our life. So this is not your weakness. Of course, it is not going to hamper your professional life if you are delivering the work which has been given to you. But yes, if you will be taking it as a weakness, it will definitely deliver. If you are considering it a weakness, it will definitely hamper. But if you make it like, I will work upon it, and I will be, you know, securing this particular thing, it will not be. And definitely it is, we say it is one of the reason is lack of confidence. You think so much in your head, and then there is lack of confidence. Then many times people, you know, have made fun of you. So you are not able to overcome that. The more and more courageous you will be, it's simple. Courageous is the word. You need courage to, you know, put people, to speak in front of the people. The more courageous you will be, the more public speaking you will be doing, the more talking you will be doing, it will go. But of course, as I said, it will take time. It will take time, regular efforts. There will be moments when you will feel like you are shattered, your confidence is going down, but please don't let it be happen to you. Please keep on working upon yourself. It will definitely will go, and your confidence will rise, and it will not hamper your professional life if you do not allow it to hamper. Simple. It's as simple as that. You yourself bring out your weakness in front of people. We say, fake it until you make it. Fine, Mr. Ambuj. Fine. Any other questions, please?
No, ma'am.
Fine, message.
I have one question, ma'am.
Yes, a message from Disha Parihar is there. Ma'am, I have insecurity about my physical appearance and become a hurdle while I socialize or stand out. How to overcome it, ma'am? I trust you that you will give me the most satisfying answer. Disha, what is the definition of a good physical appearance? You tell me. For somebody, you may be beautiful and handsome. For the other person, it may not be that. That beauty and that confidence should come from within you. Agar up lifelong, if you will be waiting that somebody else will tell me I am beautiful, then only I will feel beautiful. It's never going to happen. Nobody is sitting here to tell you how beautiful Disha you are, or how handsome Ambuj you are, or how handsome Naresh you are. Nobody is going to tell you that. You feel good about yourself. Who are others to tell you, and who are these benchmarks to tell you that you should be this long, or you should have long hair, or you should be fair in color? Your confidence. If you have confidence, you have certain values inside you. If there is substance inside you, you can do pretty good in life. I don't think in the current times we see physical appearance so much. Everybody is putting filters on their faces. Everybody is using filters. We are living in the times when people are putting more filters in the normal life than they put on the mobile phone pictures. So everybody's faking it. Nobody's perfect. Fine. If you are just sitting here and thinking that somebody will say, I am beautiful, nothing is going to happen, Disha. Fine. You think about yourself. You are a young, smart girl. The way you think about yourself, it will be reflected in your personality. In none of the company, people judge you because of your physical appearance. Yes, yes, yes. But the way you dresses up matters. The way you communicate matters. The way your languages matters. That matters, and that plays better role. Focus on better things in life rather than focusing upon physical appearance. If you'll focus upon your career growth, if you'll focus upon your communication skills, if you'll focus upon your overall personality, you will be very attractive, my dear Disha Pariya. You don't have to look in a certain way to attract certain people. And whom do you want to attract in this current time? You don't need any validation. Fine. Have I answered your question? Whom do you need? You want certain people to get attracted by you, certain person to get attracted by. If it has to happen, it will happen. You don't need to force things to happen to you. When you become a good person of substance, things happen automatically.
Ma'am, there are two more questions that I can see. They have reached to me as a host. So Rachul Malitha, who is asking how to overcome ego and behavioral activities. Please tell.
ईगो अभी से ही आप लोगों के अंदर ईगो है guys. Now how to overcome ego? See, the only way to overcome ego is to understand that बहुत कम लोग जानते हैं कि वो बहुत कम जानते हैं. Simple. So if you always think you know everything, you know the solution, you are the ruler, you are the one who's going to lead, you will be in ego. But honestly, किसी को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता किसी से. Fine, if today you will be leaving your job, having a fight with your boss, are not working ethically in your corporate sector, nobody cares. We are living in the time nobody cares. You will be asked to serve your notice period and leave the job, and the very next day somebody will be ready to work on the same job at high pay scale. So if you just think ego in your relationship is going to take you long, or ego in your job is going to take you somewhere, you are just on a destructive mode, and that will harm you more in life. कैसे छोड़ना है? छोड़ना सिर्फ ये है कि दुनिया में the more you know in life, the more humble and modest you become. All the great personality जिन्होंने लाइफ में बहुत कुछ अचीव किया होता है, वो उतने ही humble and modest होते हैं. Only those people who know this much only they only go for ego, because इतना ही पता है. What is there to be ego about? We all are here to learn and see. By practicing, by forgetting about how well you are, you can just do this particular thing.
And just two more questions that have come. The Nagendra, P. Nagendra is asking, what is more important, ethics or revenue in marketing business?
The balance, of course. You cannot just simply cheat people and just focus upon your business. The business will not be sustainable. And and of course, if you are into corporate social responsibility, there's another segment in the companies for that. Companies do that. We have corporate CSR activities, corporate social responsibilities, where they do certain work for the welfare of the society. And of course, if in the long term, if you're not ethical, you're not honest, you're not going to go anywhere. You may get certain revenue in the short term, but if you want to build an empire like Tata, you have to be, ethical. There are many companies, many startups come and go, cheat people, walk around, but the results for that. So ethics are important.
I'm taking one more question. That's the last question, I believe. I'll take one question from each student, not more than one from each, if somebody is asking. So Sipra Sumandaz is asking, ma'am, I easily got nervous around people. How can I give interview efficiently without getting nervous?
See, first of all, we always say that the basic, beside the, of course, the preparation which goes behind the interview, a very interesting thing which even I have tried. Whenever you are going before your interview, you should take long breaths, लंबा सांस, जैसे हम मजाक में बोलते थे, योगा में बोलते हैं अलोम विलोम, एक तरफ से लेना, फिर 3 काउंटिंग तक लेना, होल्ड करना, फिर 6 काउंटिंग में you need to breath out. This is a very effective manner to calm you down, to reduce the anxiety and to reduce the nervousness. It do work, there's a scientific relationship. क्योंकि जब आप nervous होते हो, आपकी heart beat तेज होती है, you get anxiety. So to calm down the heart, you need to control your breath work. So always say, for 4 count, breathe in, hold it for 2 counts, then breathe out for 6 counts. And if you try this, you will calm your mind, and calm mind is, is very important for your interviews. Nervousness, and the second method is prepare as much as you can for your interviews. The more prepared you are, the more confident you are. Nobody can tell you what the other person is going to ask you, but you give your best shot, best preparation. Rest, jo Bhagwan, whatever the God wishes there, hum kuch nahi kar sakte. It's without God's will. So you do what you can do, what things are in your control. जो आपके control में नहीं है, उसके बारे में nervous होने का क्या फायदा है? Yes.
This question may not be related to this session. I'm just telling ma'am. Yogesh Chandra is asking how to make business with low risk. Although that is not aligning with the topic, but the question has come.
This, I think there will be other courses or lectures where they can ask these kinds of questions. Yes.
Yeah. So this question is not relevant to this session, Yogesh. That's right.
Any other?
Students, you can ask a question directly. I have given you unmute rights, so you can unmute and ask.
If someone make fun of my fault, how can I deal with that? If somebody is making fun of you, then it's better to let that person go. The one who likes you and who doesn't make fun of you will always be with you, no? So if somebody is just making fun of you, putting you down, embarrassing you, shaming you, she's not looking good, he's not well, he doesn't, better they should leave you right now. There's no place for such people in our life. Better, you will grow much better rather than keeping those people in. Maybe they can be in your relatives also. They can be in your family also. We all from different backgrounds. But then you cannot just completely cut off that particular person, but you need to be smart. You need to save your energy. If you will be putting all your energy on these toxic people, on these people who have nothing to do in life, rather than making fun of others, you are wasting your time. You have one life. You have to do big things in life. You need to do MBA right. You need to focus on your corporate. Don't channelize your energy on somebody putting you down because you don't look good. You stammer. Your communication skills are not well. Focus upon growth. If they are not good, who will work upon that? Who will work? Somebody is writing, how can I improve my communication skills? By regular practicing, by making regular efforts. Even when I prepare for my lectures, I simply do not come and sit here. I have been teaching in this industry since last 12 years, but every single lecture, I make sure that I prepare and speak. You have to make preparation. Nobody is coming here and just sitting and delivering the work. You have to prepare, you have to speak as much as you can. Practice. Make your groups, do group studies, do group discussions, talk on phone, record your voice when you're speaking on mobile phone. See how your language, your tone is changing. You need to work upon. Itna kuch hai karne ke liye. Why you're focusing upon energy on putting those people who are putting you down? Just put your thing on the positive thing. Yes. Next, sir. Any other question? How to not get hurt by people, offensive words and behavior. That's what I'm saying. Ignore and focus. You have much more bigger things in life to do. If you will be channelizing your energy and disturbing your peace of mind, how you'll prepare for competition exam? There's so much of work to do. Don't just ignore, cut yourself from these toxic people, ignore, focus that these many times I have left for my examination. This is the college I want to get into it. ISAB का program है, ये courses है, read it. There's so many things to read. If I have to clear the GDPI, what all subject I will be studying there? What is the method? You are preparing, as I said, your coming 10 years depends upon what you're doing right now. So whatever the world is doing, you know what you have to do. So please, I think most of the questions are coming from all this. Hurting, बहुत hurt होते हो आप लोग. Hurt हो रहा है, कोई किसी को let down कर रहा है. Please guys, just focus upon the good. Yes, any other questions, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, we have Dr. Devaram. Yes, sir. Not audible. You're not audible. You're not audible.
Yes, ma'am. Audible?
Yeah.
Myself, Dr. D.R. Mega from Rajasthan.
Yes.
I also working with managers since 2018.
Okay.
For the development of entrepreneurship in the Rajasthan state.
Okay.
So, ma'am, here we face a major problem for the graduate and postgraduate agriculture student.
Yes.
They want to start his personal business, but due to some family reason and social activity like that ego there, they could not accept this type agribusiness or get the opportunity. So their family want to only for government job. So my question is, those students who want to start his personal business, so how we can get change the environment this time?
मैं आपको एक बात बोलूंगी, जो हमारी फैमिली होती है ना, वो भी हमारा बेटर ही चाहती है. दे वांट अस टू बी सिक्योर, तभी वो कुछ बोल. आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि जो आप कर रहे हो वो गलत कर रहे हो, बट उनका इंटेंशन सोचिए आप. वो क्या चाहता है कि बच्चा गवर्नमेंट नौकरी में जाए, क्योंकि उन्हें लगता है वो ज्यादा सिक्योर है. जब उन्हें ये लगेगा कि एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप भी इतना खराब नहीं है, सिक्योर है, कुछ एग्जाम्पल्स देखेगा ना, तभी वो अलाउ करेगा. चाहे मैं आपको कितना भी बोलूं, कितना भी नॉलेज दूं, कितना भी आई टॉक अबाउट XYZ, जब तक मेरे सामने लाइव एग्जाम्पल्स नहीं होते ना, आई डोंट डू दैट. व्हेन आई वाज एन एग्रीकल्चर ग्रेजुएट स्टूडेंट, I saw many seniors, few of there was hardly any girl from manage, and nobody was preparing that time. So मैंने एक दो बहुत senior students को देखा था manage में, and then they went into Google company, और उनकी lifestyle देखी मैंने, आपको मैं honestly बताऊं, and the way they went to Australia, earning good, living a good life, that inspired me. तो मेरे पास एक option था, MSc करूं या MBA करूं. उस टाइम MBA इतना करते नहीं थे, वो भी एग्री बिजनेस में. फिर मैं गर्ल थी तो सब बोलते थे MSc कर लो और फिर PhD कर लेना एग्रोनॉमी में. इसमें वो ज्यादा सेफ साइड लगता था. मेरे दोस्त, मेरे पेरेंट्स, वो मेरा भला चाहते थे. उन्हें लगता था पता नहीं रेसेशन भी आ गया था उस टाइम 9/11 में, तो जॉब मिलेगा नहीं. बट जब एग्जाम्पल्स देखते हैं ना अपने साथ, तब उससे मोटिवेशन मिलता है. से कि आप उनके सामने या तो एग्जाम्पल स्टैब्लिश कीजिए, या जो लोग अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं उन्हें बुलाइए, उनके साथ लाइव टॉक्स करवाइए, बातें करवाइए. वो इमेज जब हटेगा और उनके अंदर कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा कि भाई ये भी एक हो सकता है तरीका, तभी होगा, वरना वो नहीं होगा. और वो अंदर से आता है. या तो स्टूडेंट के अंदर बहुत इंटरनल ड्राइव हो कि मुझे करना है, या तो वो करेगा. और अगर पेरेंट्स रेगुलरली उसको पीछे खींचते रहेंगे कि नहीं गवर्नमेंट जॉब प्रिपेयर करो, गवर्नमेंट, तो आपका कितना ड्राइव है वो ही आपको आगे लेके जाएगा. तो वो ही है कि वो भी यही बोलेंगे हम तुम्हारा भला ही चाहते हैं, तुम्हें सिक्योरिटी देना चाहते हैं. तो जब तक वो बेटर भला नहीं दिखेगा उनको, तो वो नहीं भेजेंगे उसको. तो हम कितना ही बोले आपको कि आप जो प्रोग्राम रन कर रहे हो अच्छी बात है, ऑफ कोर्स आई नो अबाउट दीज प्रोग्राम्स, बट बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स होते हैं which play the role. I hope I have answered your question.
Sure. Right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Anyone else? Anyone from the batch? Any other question?
I think, ma'am, no questions are there. So, this session turned out to be really helpful because I have attended this whole session, and that definitely has also benefited me. So, these things generally in our education setup, such kind of soft skill related courses are not there. So, such sessions definitely help. So, students have also taken the advantage of it.
No, I
So,
really believe, thank you so much, sir, for acknowledging. I really believe आपका physical health जितना important है, उतना ही आपका mental health important है. Mental health इसलिए important है, आपके environment से आपका mental health बहुत matter करता है. आप किसके साथ बैठ रहे हो, किसके साथ उठ रहे हो. We always say कि you are the average of 5 people with which you stay. आप ग्रोथ वाले बच्चों के साथ बैठ रहे हो, दोस्ती है, तो आपका ग्रोथ एटीट्यूड होगा. आप रोने वाले, कंप्लेनिंग वाले स्टूडेंट्स के साथ रह रहे हो, जो हर दूसरे दिन बस कंप्लेन कर रहे हैं, आज सिस्टम में ये चेंज हो गया, आज वो हो गया, कंपटीशन इतना टफ है. कंपटीशन टफ है, इट इज फॉर एवरीबडी. You need to find out your ways. Fine. You need to find out what you need to do from life and how you need to work upon it. Everybody is working hard. अगर आप किसी की सोशल मीडिया लाइव देख रहे हो कि उसने वो गाड़ी खरीद ली, वो घर खरीद लिया, that is just few minutes of post which they have posted. उसके आगे और पीछे दोनों में बहुत काम होता है. Fine. And please, ये जितने भी social media influencers हैं, they do not show you the reality. Don't judge your life. There are people, everybody cannot be an entrepreneur. Listen to this. You know, we need people who need to work 9 to 5, who need corporate jobs. हर कोई business नहीं कर सकता है. This is true. And there are also people who are doing very good in corporate job. They are also earning in crores. They are also becoming CEO. They are also going for, global exposure abroad. They're also going to various countries, enjoying their life, buying Mercedes. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आप 9 to 5 job करके growth नहीं कर सकते. The growth should be there in your mind. If that is that attitude you have, you can do that. But अगर हर कोई startup नहीं कर सकता और हर कोई entrepreneur नहीं बन सकता, ये जो fashion है, it is okay, but this is true, and I'm giving you a very good clear picture about that. हम सब आजकल जो trend चल गया है कि entrepreneurship, startup करेंगे, unicorn company, that's not possible, guys. Think about it. 9 to 5 people, they are not posting on LinkedIn and they're not posting on Instagram and all, but they are good, doing very good in life. They have a secure life. 9 to 5 जॉब करो, उसके अलावा अपना पैशन ढूंढ के वो भी कर सकते हो. समझ में आ रहा है? But it all depends upon you. You have a security, a backup. But entrepreneurship, no matter how buzz, how trendy it may sound, but everybody cannot be. It takes huge amount of sacrifice. जो आप सोच रहे हो ना, उससे बहुत 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 ज़्यादा. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the session. Fine. In case you need any of my help, you can connect to me on LinkedIn also. I'm with Dr. Neha Saini on LinkedIn. It was pleasure taking the session, and thank you so much, Amit sir, for giving me this opportunity to interact with the students.
thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable time and for guiding the students. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Shall I can leave, right?
Yeah, your
Thank you so
students
much.
just remain in the meeting.
Thank you, ma'am.
All the best to all of you, whatever you wish to. I just wish you all the best, whatever you choose to do in future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bless you. Bye.
Just student remain in the meeting for a minute. So I think Sanjana ma'am is here, so she'll be sharing certain details.
Thank you all the participants who have attended the session. Okay, and made the session successful. Okay, tomorrow session will be at same time, and the joining link will be shared as today we have shared in SMS. Tomorrow session will be shared in SMS. Link will be shared to you, so you can join. Tomorrow session is of Dr. Agya Tripathi sir. Okay, at same time at 4 o'clock.
In addition to that, the itinerary I have shared in the chat, so you can all download it. So that is the reason I told you that I'll share in the itinerary at the end, because we also want at ISAB that there are committed students who remain here in this session. So those who are just here and not committed enough, you have to commit yourself. It's just a 6-session series, and if you are joining these sessions, one thing I can guarantee you is that nothing you are gonna lose. Okay, it is ultimately an advantage to you, and you will learn a lot, because these speakers, those who are coming, they are having plethora of experience in corporate academics, and they have already interacted with thousands of students. I'll tell you, as ma'am said that she has a session in the Oxford University in the month of March, So the kind of exposure she has got, some of the questions that has come expected, they have hundreds of such students who are coming such questions with. So with that, we'll conclude this session. Tomorrow's session would start sharp at 4. Today's session started a bit late because I also wanted to brief certain information being the commencement session. So everyone must join by 3:45 p.m. to the link. Okay. So thank you so much, students. For further details, you can reach out to
Okay,
our
thank you, sir.
Okay, you can do it.
Thank you, sir.
I will leave in.
No, you can leave now.
Yeah, all can leave. We'll be